Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, Janelle here. Hope all is well. I wanted to come to you guys and do a quick little review, something a little bit different. So, y'all know, like, I don't really have a huge social life. Like, I do a couple of things on a couple of days, but not often. But I wanted to talk to y'all about last week I went to the LSAC forum here in Atlanta, Georgia. It was held at the Hyatt Regency downtown. It was super dope event. I've gone to them previously in previous years, but they were virtual. So this was the first time that I was able to go in person. And when I tell you, I'm going to include some clips of what the whole atmosphere was like, but it was really, 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 really dope to see so many people who have a desire to change their lives, have a desire to, be part of the 5%. And then, I saw everybody. So, I mean, there were so many schools there. I want to say just about all the law schools was there. Don't quote me on that, okay? But I believe that pretty much all of the law schools were there. Absolutely all of the 6 HBCUs. Technically, though, I don't think I saw North Carolina Central. Not saying that they weren't there. I just don't recall seeing them. So it was not necessarily invite only. I think if you have an LSAC account and you're in the state of Georgia, they pretty much sent out a mass request if you wanted to attend. So I went ahead and registered back in September. And so I was just waiting on October's date to come. So as you entered, you got your name tag. I don't have my name tag. It's in the car actually. Just like a little LSAC lanyard with your name on it, as well as your LSAC ID number. And then they gave us this little bag for all of your goodies. And so I had a list of schools that I was interested in seeing prior to. So I kind of already had a list of schools that I wanted to go to. And so I went to many of them because they were all there. So it was like, it didn't do me a service to not speak with, admissions counsel or admissions for that particular school, i.e. the recruiter. So in the packet, they gave us like a little map. And so it's a list of all of the schools. And on the back is a map of the entire room. So it was on the bottom floor of the Regency, the Hyatt Regency, which is really nice. And so I just kind of put a little dot by all of the schools that, I made sure that I spoke with. I passed out some cards. I was wondering, like, is it an event that I should have my resume for? But I just opted to have some of my business cards from my JL Law Group, my law firm. And so I just kind of passed those out, and the ones that were giving me their cards, I was like, okay, well, here, let me give you mine. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a little business about ourselves, right? Just a little, just a hair. But so, I mean, literally from the A's to the university. So some of the schools that I spoke with was Brooklyn Law School, University of California, Davis, so UC Davis, Chicago College of Law, University of the District of Columbia. That is an HBCU. Like I said, I spoke with all of the HBCUs. So that was FAMU. I spoke with Fordham. I didn't have too much interaction with Fordham because I just kind of was like, well, I know I'm not necessarily in their percentile just yet. So I was just like, hey girl, I'm going to take some of these information. So she was like, take as many as you like. So I didn't necessarily have a full-fledged conversation. I spoke with Howard, of course, Mercer University, which is in Macon, Georgia, New York Law School, Ohio State, Buckeyes, that's where my daddy's from, Quinnipiac, Southern University Law Center, Suffolk, Texas A&M, Texas Southern, Wayne State College. Both Suffolk and Wayne offer scholarships for as long as you have an undergrad, as long as you have an HBCU undergraduate degree. So I thought that was really cool. And then it just simply has the entry times. So there were 2 sessions. I went through the earlier session because I knew I wanted to. It was held on was it a Friday? It was a Friday. So I was like, oh, that means I get to leave early from work. So I went ahead and used an extended lunch and went. And so I went from 12 to 2:30. They had some workshops at 11. I didn't get there until 12. So I think I missed the workshops. But nonetheless, once you visit a table, your name tag actually had a barcode on it. So a lot of the schools would scan your barcode, which inputs you into their system, which then you would be put on their email blast. And so that was just a really cool way that, you know, they kind of kept in contact or kept count of who went to their individual tables. And also, this is an amazing opportunity for you to get waivers, scholarship, or excuse me, not scholarships, but application waivers as well. And so that's what we did. Like, this is Suffolk. And they all just had their quick little, you know, brochures about their stats, their clinics, the median LSAT score and the median GPA. Some of them had their statistics in regards to employment, so what their employment rate was. Some of the questions that I asked were like employment rate, OCI, like how often do, you know, big law come to their school and do recruiting. What else did I ask? I asked about scholarship. For the vast majority of colleges or law schools, they're based on merit only. And so this is Florida State, this is Loyola, this is Suffolk again, this is Brooklyn Law. This is just informational for the LSAT podcast that you can go to if you like. Quinnipiac, Penn Law, Wayne State, New York Law School. This is University of Arkansas. I was like, I never thought about Arkansas, but I mean, what's your median? You feel me? This is Southern University Law Center. And this is Texas A&M. This is TSU's Texas Southern. So I really like the fact that they gave out little stickers. So they may have been in the bookstore somewhere just, you know, hanging out. And they was like, girl, give me them. So I brought the stickers because I was like, I'm going to use them. So Chicago Kent, I'm really interested in Chicago Kent's program. They have a really, really, really good labor and employment clinic. And so I'm really interested in that. FAMU, yeah, those both are FAMU. This is U of D, University of Detroit of Columbia. This is Mercer. This is, I want to say this is Fordham. Yeah. So this is Fordham. This is U of H, University of Houston, UGA. Oh, this is Fordham. Sorry. So what was the other one? I don't know. And this was George Washington University. Just, you know, so some of the schools, like, they had lines out the wazoo. Like, as you, there are, you know, multiple candidates. We're all necessarily, hate to look at it like that, but we're all competitors. So you go and you want to speak with the recruiter, but you have 20 people in line. Those are the schools I kind of skipped. George Washington was one of them. I just happened to pick this up on the way out. Howard was another one. Georgia State, Emory's, all of the in-state law schools were really, 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 the lines were backed up. I personally didn't necessarily see Harvard, but they said that they were there. And what I loved about the little map is that each table or each college had a coinciding booth number. Where am I at? A booth number. So what you did was just look on the map to find where they were located. You know, super cool, super convenient. Okay, just making sure I'm still recording, my bad, because my watch apparently has gone out. Yeah, so I really enjoyed it. It was really, really cool, a dope event to go and, you know, mingle. It's your opportunity also to network. You know, you can find someone that's still studying for the LSAT, just finished the LSAT, scored a 180. You can find someone who's already at a law firm. You can find someone who's, you know, just now, they're still in undergrad. So it's a really cool event. I also attended the virtual on October the 11th. I will also kind of insert some clips. I tried to like not necessarily screen record, but record on my phone. So they're a little janky. But I did record just a little bit. But the virtual is much like the in person. It was funny though, because the virtual has like little AI people walking around in the lobby. And I was like, wait, are those people? I was like, oh no. That's AI. That's artificial intelligence. And so you can still go into you know, each individual colleges. You could select any of their informationals regarding the medians, regarding their acceptance rates, regarding their ABA disclosures, any of that information. It also took you to the application, which obviously takes you back to the LSAC website. But I just wanted to make sure that if there were any schools that I was just like, okay, wait, I didn't have an opportunity to speak with them, I wanted to make sure that I still at least got the information that I needed, as i.e. wanted online. And so since going to the forum, there's been so many schools that are, thank you for reaching out. Thank you for coming. You know, they've sent out the waivers. So any of the schools that we scanned in with our barcode on our name tag, they pretty much individually all sent application waivers that are valid up until June or sometimes May of next year, May to June of next year, 2024. So it was a really cool event. Like, I'm super duper excited to be around people that are, you know, like, we have something in common. I understand that it's competitive, but I think it's all about finding your tribe. Like, if we get with a group of people that we all know that we're going to do this together, you know, it kind of works out a little bit better. So to me, again, if you have never attended if you're interested in law school, and you would like to go, then I think that attending any LSAC forum in your city or your state is amazing. In the event that you can't, please log on to the virtual so you can at least kind of get familiar with what schools that you're interested in, seeing what schools your score will take you to, essentially. And so then also, I haven't necessarily checked out the podcast just yet, but I shall. But that was it. Like, there was nothing else I wanted to discuss other than the LSAC forum. I am going to respond to some of the surveys just to kind of let them know I appreciate it. You know what we could have did? Y'all could have fed us a little bit, but I understand it was a free event. They did have food for, like, niggas always want to eat. They had food for the employees, you know, which I can appreciate. I'm pretty sure they appreciate it more. But it would have been nice to, like, you know, some sort of refreshment, like water or something. But nonetheless, that's all I wanted to disclose. You know, for any of you all who are interested in going to law school, I can assure you, you're gonna get there. You know, just keep studying for that LSAT. If you're already in law school and you know, you're about to, you know, take the upcoming bar, my best wishes and best luck there. You know, all I know is God never provides vision without providing the provisions. You know, it's just as simple as that. But yes, be sure to look at some of the videos that I'm going to include right after this. Love y'all. Bye. Hope all is well. I hope you can hear me. I don't want to be too loud. I am leaving the LSAC forum. It was so amazing to see all of the good schools. Spoke with so many people, got so much information, a lot of informationals. Can't wait to apply, but I just want to pop in real quick, say, hey, this is what I wore. But yes, to anybody who is hoping to go to law school, my best wishes, especially if you're in that 5% or if you want to be part of that 5%. Don't give up. Follow your dreams. We're going to do it.